The issue surrounding Rico Recklez's recent comments on OTF Diddy and a viral video showing the latter in a compromised situation has sparked widespread discussion. In a series of interviews, Rico Recklezz shared his thoughts on the incident, which involved a video that showed OTF Diddy in a humiliating position. The video gained significant attention on social media, causing people to express their views on both the event and Recklez's statements. In the world of street rap and hip-hop, reputation is everything. It defines who you are, who respects you, and who fears you. When Rico Recklezz openly discussed the controversial video of OTF Diddy being humiliated, his words cut deep into the culture of respect, loyalty, and power dynamics that govern the streets and the music industry. This wasn't just about Diddy or his humiliation. It was a direct attack on Lil Durk's OTF brand and the very foundation of street codes that many rappers like Recklezz and Durk are tied to. Recklez's harsh critique of the incident serves as a wake-up call for the hip-hop world, revealing how the fragile balance of reputation can easily spiral out of control. Rico Recklez's strategic critique of OTF Diddy. The video that surfaced showing OTF Diddy being disrespected by having his dreadlocks cut was a moment of pure humiliation. But Rico Recklez's response wasn't just about expressing disgust at the way Diddy was treated. It was a calculated strike at Lil Durk's OTF Only the Family collective. Recklezz, known for his raw and unapologetic views, didn't hold back. He argued that Diddy's public shaming was a dangerous move not just for Diddy, but for the OTF brand itself. By commenting on this video, Recklezz wasn't just giving his personal take on street politics. He was calling out the entire notion of street loyalty and respect. In his view, cutting someone's dreadlocks as a form of degradation wasn't just an attack on Diddy's physical appearance, it was an assault on his credibility, identity, and position in the street hierarchy. And in that, Recklezz saw an attack on Lil Durk's carefully crafted reputation as a leader in the rap and street scene. Recklezz made it clear that the actions shown in the video weren't a random act of violence, but rather a statement. The cutting of Diddy's dreadlocks, a symbol of strength, identity, and pride, was a direct message to anyone who dared to cross boundaries within the world of street politics. However, Recklezz also pointed out the hypocrisy of this act. He said that those who were responsible for Diddy's humiliation had no respect for the consequences of undermining a fellow street figure. According to Recklezz, anyone involved in these actions was setting themselves up for disaster. Because when you target someone's reputation and identity, the ripple effect is far-reaching. Recklez's deeper message, the dangers of street politics. What set Recklezz apart in his commentary was not just his anger at Diddy's humiliation, but his broader warning about the consequences of being embroiled in street politics. In his interviews, Recklezz made it clear that street life isn't for everyone, especially if you don't have the power or financial backing to support it. He advised young people not to carry weapons or get involved with street activities unless they could handle the full consequences. Recklez's comments were loaded with the wisdom born from experience. He had lived through the violence, the threats, and the repercussions of being in the streets. He understood better than anyone that the street code demands loyalty, respect, and power, but it also extracts a high price for those who fall short. When Rico Recklezz criticized Diddy's involvement in the video and the actions that led to his humiliation, it wasn't just a critique of Diddy's position. It was a broader commentary on how the streets consume people. Recklez's warning was aimed at the culture itself. Street life isn't forgiving. It's a harsh environment where respect and reputation are earned through brutal actions, but they can be destroyed just as quickly. The role of Lil Durk in the equation, the repercussions for OTF. Lil Durk, the head of the OTF movement, has built a legacy rooted in street credibility and loyalty. As the face of the OTF collective, Durk's reputation and the collective's power are inextricably linked. When Recklezz called out Diddy's humiliation, it was also a subtle attack on Durk's OTF brand. Recklezz made it clear that these kinds of public acts of disrespect, such as the video of Diddy being humiliated, could potentially weaken the OTF brand. While Durk is known for his resilience and the loyalty of his crew, Recklez's words served as a reminder of how easily a reputation can be damaged in the world of hip-hop and street politics. The video, in Recklez's view, was more than just a personal issue between Diddy and his aggressors. It was a threat to the very identity of OTF. A brand like OTF, built on street credibility and loyalty, cannot afford to have its members publicly humiliated without consequences. Recklez's critique highlighted the precariousness of street reputation. One wrong move, one moment of weakness, and the entire foundation can collapse. One of the most fascinating aspects of Recklezz's commentary is his insight into how street codes affect personal identity and success. For those involved in the world of drill rap and street culture, maintaining a tough image is everything. But this constant pressure to uphold an image can often lead to dangerous consequences. Recklezz, in his interviews, pointed out how individuals, particularly those without the financial power or influence to protect themselves, become vulnerable to the whims of others who are more powerful. The street code is an unwritten rulebook that defines how respect is earned and lost. It is an environment where reputation is everything, and one slip-up can mean the difference between being at the top of the food chain or being devoured. Recklezz warned that street life is not a game. It is a dangerous reality where the stakes are high. By publicly criticizing the humiliation of DD, Recklezz was speaking to the larger issue of how street codes consume individuals. In this environment, people are not just fighting for respect, they are fighting for survival. Rico Recklez's comments about the OTF DD video and his critique of Lil Durk's OTF brand served as a wake-up call for the entire hip-hop community. Recklez's hard-hitting words shed light on the reality of street politics and the immense pressure that comes with maintaining a reputation. The consequences of a damaged reputation go beyond personal embarrassment. They can affect entire careers, entire movements. Rico Recklezz, a fellow rapper with connections to the Chicago rap scene, shared his thoughts on the incident in interviews, notably with Vlad TV. Recklezz expressed concern over the actions depicted in the video and criticized the individuals responsible for cutting off DD's dreadlocks. He stated that he believed DD's humiliation was excessive, and he suggested that such actions only serve to degrade and weaken people rather than resolve any conflicts. Rico Recklez's criticism of the video was not just about DD's mistreatment. He also made a broader statement about the danger of associating with individuals or groups that might put one's safety at risk. He advised that if someone is not wealthy or powerful, they should avoid carrying weapons or engaging in activities that could lead to dangerous consequences. This piece of advice reflects Recklez's own life experiences, where he has navigated the complex world of street culture, violence, and the music industry. Recklez's remarks were aimed not just at DD, but at a larger issue within the hip-hop and street culture: the idea of protecting one's image and avoiding situations where one can be easily compromised. In his interviews, Recklezz discussed the importance of self-preservation and the risks involved in being part of a violent subculture. Rico Recklez's comments on the video and his advice to avoid dangerous situations have generated mixed reactions. On one hand, some people agree with Recklez's sentiments, especially in the context of street culture. The video of DD being humiliated may reflect a larger issue of respect, power dynamics, and the lengths people are willing to go to in order to assert dominance. In many cases, the cutting of dreadlocks or similar actions are seen as a way to assert control over someone who is considered a rival or an enemy. Recklez's warning about the consequences of being involved in violent or dangerous activities resonates with those who understand the perils of gang life and street violence. On the other hand, there are those who believe that Recklez's comments miss the point or are too harsh. Some argue that D-Day, as a member of OTF and a public figure, was already part of a world where such things are not unusual. The culture of respect and reputation in street life often involves such tests of loyalty and strength. From this perspective, DD's involvement in the video might be seen as an unfortunate yet understandable